amazing story. The NFL is warning football players to stay away from the Chicago Bears after the state of Illinois said it's considering ending workers' compensation for pro athletes over 35 years old. Jeff Walk has details.
Lauren and Nicole, good morning. You know, if a studio light were to fall on your head right now, setting your hair on fire and disfiguring you permanently, ending your TV career, you would be eligible for workers' compensation until retirement. In the case of Illinois, that would be age 67. Well, professional athletes, specifically pro football players, also eligible to file for workman's comp and get paid through retirement at 67. But the state of Illinois now says, wait a minute. Pro football players' careers are much shorter. Let's only pay them through age 35. As the Bears attorney argues, and I quote him now, most professional athletes' careers, specifically pro football players, average only 2 to 4 years long. But the players and the Players Association says, hey, wait a minute. We're not talking about tax dollars here. We're talking about private entities, football teams, worth between $2 and $3 billion. And this only would amount to more money in the pockets of the owners. To quote an NFLPA attorney, more money for the McCaskey family, the owner of the Bears, a bunch of lucky folks, he calls them, who did nothing more than get born with a good last name and the ownership of an NFL team. What's more, the executive director of the NFL Players Association, DeMaurice Smith, says he will, quote, tell every potential free agent player, if this bill passes, to not come to the Bears. Could be huge. Also beware, Illinois, if you do pass this measure, California did the same thing a few years ago, and in the 2 weeks prior to the act taking effect, there were hundreds of claims filed for workers' compensation against pro football and pro baseball and pro basketball and hockey teams. In the hundreds, claims filed. So beware of that onslaught that they're still wading through. You know, these claims are filed by a whole number of athletes. In California, it was everybody from Dan Marino of the Miami Dolphins to Jim Palmer of the Orioles, Hakeem Olajuwon of the Houston Rockets, as well as players who were not big stars and who did not make very much money in their careers. So while the teams argue, hey, our cost of workers' compensation and those premiums for that insurance are going up, the players argue, hey, we're putting our bodies on the line. Maybe we ought to be taken care of over the long term. I guess you can see both sides of the story. Laura, Nicole, back to you.
Unbelievable. Jeff Walk, thank you.
Jeff, thanks.